All right, I'm starting the next stream up. Hello, hello. Microphone testing. Okay, we're live. Hello. Let me see. I'm gonna post this stuff in updates. Hopefully everything is working properly. I'm gonna start talking soon, by the way. Someone was just messaging me. Give me one moment. All right. So I'm going to start talking about Mod North. I'm going to keep it tame. You know, we're going to keep this a civil discussion, right? I'm going to repeat a few things I said the other day, but Mod North joining the company was the best thing that could have happened to RuneScape. You know, keeping left-wing politics, keeping any kind of politics out of the game is a wonderful thing. And I don't think anybody should have pride in what they were born as or what they claim, because the thing is, right, you know, let me turn on some RuneScape music real quick. You know, me and my husband, we're not proud for what we're born as. We're proud of the things that we accomplish in our lifetime, thanks to God, you know. Hello, Carlos. Hello. We're having a normal stream this time. It's a normal stream. I'm not implying the other streams weren't normal, but you know, I just wanted to thank Mod North this time. Mostly just focus on that, because you know, just these rainbow warriors that are going around, I don't think they're actually true homosexuals. I don't think they're anything that they claim to be. They claim to be in our hobbies. They claim to have always been a part of RuneScape, but they never were. You know, the pronoun stuff didn't exist before. He, him, they, them. You can go on Google Trends 2004 to 2025, and you can see that there was no instances of those being used at all. And they lie and say that there was an instance of it being used, but that's literally someone typing he, him without any intention of pronouns. So that's just what I wanted to talk about. Hello, what's FA friends? For affinity friends? Is what is that? Hello, FA friends. I think we're gonna get a lot of viewers again. For some reason, talking about Mod North just brings out the most based people, and also, like, so it got a little bit of leftists coming in here as well. By the way, the chat's on subscriber only mode, so who? Well, I'll tell you who. It was that transgender employee that was taking not safe for work photos of themselves with their tongue out with a transgender flag in the background that got fired from the company. That's who. You know, maybe it was Mod Jerv who put beards on female characters. Maybe it was Mod Kieran who said that he wants to make RuneScape, quote, an unwelcome place for bigots, end quote. And then you have Mod Light who clapped at that statement like a little girl and said, yay, yay, get them out. Guess what? You lost. You lost the election. I know you're in the UK, but you're scared of Trump because Mod Ash, after defending pronouns, removed his face and left Twitter after the Trump election. And Mod Matt K, ex-Mod Matt K, said that he's proud to never own a gun like on Twitter. So he's proud to never legally and lawfully, accordance to law, defend himself if he ever needs to. He would never defend his family. That's what he's saying, not me. He's saying he would never defend his family if he needed to. And I think that's personally pathetic. So ModMatt K also said America is looking less and less free just after Trump was elected, the moment he was elected. So these people in the UK, they're very obsessed with US politics. Who else do we have on the list? Mod Rock was in that live stream, but he was kind of nodding his head in sadness. I think he knew that these people are bad. So I don't blame Mod Rock for anything. What other kind of employees at the company were issues? Again, don't harass anyone. I do not condone harassment, obviously. Leave everybody be because these people are getting fired from the company anyway. There's no need to send a rude message. Do not send a rude message. But let me think. I'm trying to think of another employee. I think there was one more that was acting pretty odd, to be honest. I don't really remember, but anyway. Oh yeah, you have the Wiki admin, the head Wiki admin of the official OSRS Wiki who has an ego problem. Give me a sec, my comp's being weird. All right. Yeah, no problem. You can stream as well. You don't have to feel obligated to be here. I appreciate the likes, by the way, from you two. Yeah, so this head admin of the OSRS Wiki, there's a reference in the game in RuneScape in 2016 that was added called Sister Soul Jar, and it's a reference to a political activist that called for violence against white people. This was in a Washington Post interview, I believe. I may be wrong on that. And of course, this is all allegedly, even though it's documented. There's proof of it. I'm just going to say allegedly just for legal reasons. But so it was a reference to this individual that was basically calling for genocide, allegedly, against a certain race, calling for violence against a certain race. And they thought it was good to put a reference to that person in the game. Now, I put a source to the Washington Post article where this person said this during an interview, and the mod Spinewielder banned me. The head admin mod for the OSRS Wiki banned me under the reason bigot. So he called me a bigot for standing up for white people when they were clearly being, you can't defend that quote. I just want to say that. You can't defend that quote. And what do you think that means when I say that, there should be no violence against any race, and then I get called a bigot for it by Spinewielder? What do you think that means, personally? I personally think that Spinewielder allegedly approves of that statement by that political activist. Spineless wielder, yes. I'm reading your comments. I just don't want to read that out. But, it's... Honestly, Jagex has been in need of a rework for a very long time. Because with OSRS, the game has been made so easy now. Outside of the political stuff, the game has been getting easier and easier over time, less time consuming. They wanted to make... Well, they did make Castle War tickets easier to get, so there goes the collection log. What's the point of a collection log if you make it easier? The combat achievement rewards are ridiculous. There should never be more cannonballs. There should never be a 5% clue scroll drop rate increase. And even the achievement diary rewards, some of those are a problem too. You should never lose your progress as a veteran player. Being able to wield the second hilt and not have your prayer drained at Barrows is ridiculous. And someone said it's easy anyway, so who cares? Why would you then what's the point of changing it then if it's that easy? Why make it something easier? It makes no sense whatsoever. And they're like, oh, but you have all this new content now. What about the people who had worse XP rates in the past all of a sudden get better XP rates? You just negated all their prior progress. You made that progress easier to attain. That's ridiculous. That's why Zazima quit back in 2000. What was around when Summoning was released in 08. I think it was, that might have been around 2011 when they released the Squeal of Fortune. I believe. I miss Zezima. I mean, I was one of those kids that didn't really care about Zezima too much. I don't mean to sound rude. Like, I didn't really look up to him or anything. I kind of just did my own thing, honestly. But, yeah, I mean, damn rude. It's just, like, there's a lot of other things I could talk about as well. Sailing's going to ruin the game if that comes out. Nobody's going to be, well, there's going to obviously be some people training that, but that was a suggestion. Sailing was a suggestion by Redditors that it was a joke skill at first, it was just a joke. But they're like, let's make this an actual thing, right? So, and it has to do with like modern video games always being about sailing. It's such a Reddit-esque thing, a Redditor-esque thing, where they're like, I want to play as a pirate. I want to be Superman. It's like, no, get that skill out of the game. Get sailing out of the game. All right? That's childish. You can go play as a damn pirate somewhere else. That's not what RuneScape is about. And the people that suggested sailing are around 1,200 total, Redditors that are just, they don't even play the game, honestly. They don't play the game. They want to play something different. That's why they want sailing in the game. And you can clearly tell sailing doesn't work with the RS2 engine. And whatever they're doing with RuneScript, it's not working. I like how many viewers we're getting on these streams, by the way. I just have it on subscriber only, so it's like nobody's going to be talking. Three, I want my Dungeoneering back. See, I think Dungeoneering would be fine, and people can argue with that. That's my own personal opinion. I'm not saying it would be good for the game. I'm just saying that I would be fine with Dungeoneering personally. And I would have been fine with warding as well. I voted yes for warding back in the day, which wasn't too many years ago. It was like, what was that, 2019 or something? But I would have actually liked warding. I would have loved it. And that skill cape looked awesome too. The gray and purple, it was really well together. I wonder what the sailing skill cape would look like. It's probably going to be so trash. It's like that one, people thought back in the day that sailing was coming out. This was around what, 09? Because on the RuneScape website, it looked like someone actually had, not someone, but like art on the official RuneScape page showed someone sailing towards Crandor or something, and it had like a sailing symbol in the back. But I think it was like a magic cape or something. It was just raids, but as a skill, and you basically, yeah, that's what raids 1 is like. It's kind of like Dungeoneering, just a little bit, with the collecting stuff and whatnot. Oh, that's weird. Someone removed their like from the stream, actually. What? Like, there was 2 likes on it. I think one of your guys, like, it got glitched out for you, and it, like, just deleted the like or something. That's weird. That is very odd. Here, I'm going to put some RuneScape music on, like I said. Give me a moment. The old Scape music playlist. Yeah. I didn't mean to click on this one, really. Oh, that's annoying. All right. Starting up soon. I don't know if my internet's just... there was a storm outside. I wouldn't be surprised if my internet went out. It's like rendering in, it's just not loading, so... Oh, wow. See, now that's a commenter right there. It has a transgender and a lesbian flag, and it says, you forgot to say Chris is a there. Alright, I just had to type a message to them. I apologize. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Your net is kind of funky. Oh, is the stream actually lagging, by the way? Is it lagging? Because I hope it's not lagging. You're hungry, so give me a sec. Alright, let me slap my leg. Yeah, no, it's still at one leg. I think it's glitched out or something. That's funny. It lagged someone in the beginning. That's because, like, I just was opening the video. Kaz, is it me or is Logan's stream cutting from time to time? I have no idea why it would be cutting. Honestly. Like, I don't have anything else open, to be honest. I really, really hope. You hope what? I said I hope that, like, Discord doesn't flash up on the screen, because that guy with, like, the upside down Russian flag is sending me some stuff in DMs. He's sending me a lot of minna. Just, he wants access to the to that certain channel, so I'm gonna give him access. He said he's, I'm not gonna say his age, but he's like 18 plus, so he's good. There you go. There you go, pal. Lower, Kaz, lower. Let me go. I keep switching back and forth between chats. Which guy? I said that, you know what, this music is like, I need to turn this down some more because it's like blasting in my earlobes. Alright. It sounds like you turned it up? What? How? Wait, what? How's it even possible? Oh no, it is turned up. What? No, I turned it down in a volume mixer. How is it getting louder? That is so odd. You know, I think this track is just bad. Give me a sec. Yeah, no, I'm weirded out by that too. How did it actually get louder? But yeah, Carlos, you said which guy? It's the it's the guy with the upside down Russian flag, Petro. Yeah. You know, I'm not messaging the Tem guy. He's like, he's away currently. If I stream Mech Warrior, I'll be sure it's in the background. Your voice volume is low most of the time on your streams, honestly. Yours should be maxed in RS. Get to it. Get to it. I'm getting there, don't worry. I have like 3 or 4 99s I'm about to set off. I just want to get 98 RC first. It'll take me like around a month or so. If I have to do it consistently though. I probably don't have enough time to do that with my Deltrune uploading. It's hilarious how many people are joining in on the stream except they don't want to subscribe to actually type anything. Like, they keep joining and then leaving. Oh, by the way, when you say your stuff is maxed, I mentioned this before, but... like, you know you can go over the max that OBS allows, right? Because, you know, like, the meter that you slide, you can go into the options and you can actually just keep going beyond that, actually. Like, that's what I do. I can't retract my own statement? What? You know, this is weird, right? Because it's like, I'm turning this music down more and more. Except it's like... I'm going to turn it down in volume mixer again. I don't know. It's just one of those days where just sounds just like piss me off, I guess. I don't know. Any kind of noise just gets to me. Like sitting in my room silent, just praying for like 5 hours. It's one of those days. Just wait until I start clapping. Clapping? That's a lot of emojis on there. He's... Come on, soldier. You know, I should probably not be posting stuff in that certain channel while I'm live streaming. I'm going to be completely honest, to be fair, but, you know... I'm just hoping something like accidentally just doesn't like appear on stream. It's just like a chill stream, you know, we're just relaxing, you know. I'm trying to find some stuff to post. Like, the funny thing is, he has better content. He was sending me a whole bunch of like Midna short stack stuff. Like, I don't know why he just posted something safe for work in there. He's hiding it. He's hiding the goods, dude. By the way, is my stream still stuttering for you? Like the spinning things coming up? I'm glad I'm not doing Serb right now. See ya around, guys. I'm doing some stuff. Also, yes, a lot. It's making me nervous. Like, Kaz, are you seeing that? Like, are you seeing the stream, like, buffering? Or is it just Wolfie? Also, yeah, see ya around, husband. Hello. Hello, bye. I meant to say bye, not hello. My mind's just like elsewhere. I'm looking at all the stuff people are posting. I love you too, husband. See you around. Like I said, I should really not be opening this stuff on stream. Did you write it? It's just a nice relaxing stream, honestly. It's just a nice relaxing stream. I'm just looking for more. I'm going through my folders right now to see what stuff to post. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not looking it up. I'm just going through my folders and. Hey, let's not pull a vouch on stream, okay? The problem is, like, my folders are just so unorganized. Welcome to the viewers that are showing up also. It's funny, we have 22 views already, probably more. It's funny. Dude, that's a really funny joke in the chat, actually, that you just told. That's probably like one of the funniest jokes you said. Oh man, we're at 10 viewers. Hello. We're at 10 live viewers right now. How much you want to bet one of those is like a left winger, and they're like, "Time is a bigot. He's such a bigot. I'm not gonna subscribe just to tell him to like, you know, just to insult him." Come on, y'all, Reddit. Come on, we did it, Reddit. I just almost opened up an MP4 WebM. That audio would have played. Like, it wouldn't have shown on the screen, but the audio would have played. Dude, that would be so bad actually when I think about it. That would be kind of embarrassing. Why? What'd you see on there? I'll read the message in a second. Yo, Osmond Gold shouted you out on stream. That would be hilarious, man. Why doesn't he get in the chat? He should get in the chat right now. Osmond Gold shouted you out on stream. Like, get him on the mic. Like, put him. Like, I wanted him to join our Discord and just get on a microphone. I'll put the link in his chat. Here, I'm gonna pin our Discord. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's gonna be like a whole bunch of wasps, like, you know, in like the walls of our Discord server coming in. It's crazy. Let me pin that. I just saw you have a husband. Yeah, I have a husband. He's Carlos up in the chat there if you saw that. And you're some kind of dog creature. Sorry, I'll read the chat again in a sec. Give me a moment. All right, let me see this. You're some kind of dog creature. I'm a fox, by the way. Should I open the chat so it's like non-subscribers? Like, should I let everybody just type in here? Yeah, I'll open the chat up. Who can say? Oh, it's already on anyone though. So apparently anyone can type in the chat. All right. That's weird. All right. Yeah, we just the last stream not the last stream we did, but one of the last ones. We had it open, and it was hilarious. We were just like, you know, we were trying to debate these left-wing people that were joining in, but they just left the discussion. Like, they couldn't hold their views. Like, we even invited them to voice chat. They just refused to do it. Like, they just can't, you know, argue at all. Like, they don't even believe the stuff they're talking about. They can't defend it. It sounds like an epic poem. Yeah, it is. Like, I probably invited over like 100 of them on different platforms like Twitter and whatnot. And like I never got a single one. I never got a single one to come debate me on a voice chat. They just never do it. They're like bots. Is your husband an animal too? No, he's a human. He's not even a furry either. Now he has like an avatar that I made him, but he's not a furry or Etherean. He's just a human. Is the title just rage bait? Do you notice, like, hey Kaz, do you notice that, like, we've had like 4 of those comments the other day? It's like a bot message or something. It's like bots. It's the same exact comment like 4 or 5 times. They seem to be looking around. Yeah, no, they're definitely looking around, yeah. Yeah, no, they're getting angry. They're getting angry in the chat. You know what the funny thing is too? Like, they say that we're raging, right? But I'm here completely calm, just like offering them to get on voice chat, and they just can't do it. Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? And they're gonna start like moving goalposts. They're gonna start trying to divert the subject of what we're talking about. It's like every time they do the same exact stuff every time, and then they'll say "LOL mad" afterwards. After you call them out on their nonsense, their BS. And they have default avatars too most of the time. I'm not saying the Wake guy does, but oh, I'm not your homie, by the way. Like, I don't, I'm not part of the ghetto, so I don't go along with that, that kind of stuff. So, why are you a fox? So, you want me to like get into spiritual stuff? I mean, I can talk about spiritual stuff for a while if you want to. Yeah, I'm not into the ghetto stuff. I didn't grow up in a. I grew up in kind of a ghetto area, but. Lamau, okay, definitely rage bait. Enjoy. He just left. Like, that's exactly what they do every time. Like, they're so predictable. They can't defend their views. That's what I've just been talking about the past 5 minutes. Like, they just can't do it. No matter how much they act like they know what they're talking about, they just cannot defend their mandated viewpoint. It's not even what they believe, it's just what they heard from the schooling system in America, from the media in America. Yeah, a test tube. They grow up in Tumblr. That's where they grew up in. So they go around, with that kind of quote-unquote identity. It's pathetic. And like he's saying, like, where did you grow up, right? He's like, where did you grow up? I mean, I'm on White Pages. You can get my info from that, because I already had a bunch of you guys try to, supposedly call up my workplace when it's not even my workplace. Like, you are so, like, ill that you just have to try to contact my nearest Army Navy or whatever. That's like a clothing store. Like, you thought, like, these people actually thought I worked there. And by the way, I wouldn't work for a boss that's a leftist either. I mean, I don't work for corrupt individuals. I don't work for corrupt people. So I wouldn't even be fired if someone called up my workplace anyway. I've had some transgender Discord server shut down, and then afterwards they got so mad they try to call up my family, which it wasn't my family. I don't want to say the person's name that they called up. They thought it was my mother, which I haven't spoken to my mother in a long time. But like just the fact they're harassing this random family just because someone said something they didn't like online is absolutely ridiculous. It's childish. It's like how they draw the quote punch Nazi thing end quote. Like online, like they'll draw Captain America, some superheroes, and they'll draw their virtual fictional characters holding Palestinian flags. It's ridiculous. It's so childish and immature. And like, you see what this loop guy is doing? Like, do you actually see what this loop guy is like doing right now? It's like that passive aggressive like smugness that these, NPCs have. It's so stupid and childish, honestly. Like, they don't want to outright say it because they're still trying to virtue signal. Like, they don't want to outright insult you right away. They want to act morally superior, right? So they'll say, oh, what happened to your mother? Oh, where do you live? They'll try to like, and then look at that. And that's another childish thing. They'll act like afterwards, after you call them out, they don't know what you're talking about. It's very, unintelligent, honestly. It is. It's purely unintelligent. They're like, oh yeah, look, I'm your friend at first. And then eventually they'll give up and they'll start insulting your character. I mean, he's already done that, with the theory and stuff, like the insults. And he's like, oh, but I didn't insult you. Like, you do realize that everybody else knows what you're talking about, right? It's just your own little Marxist communities online that have like no people in it. Like, yeah, maybe they would be fooled by your, passive aggressive behavior and like the things you're saying, but we're all grown adults here. So when you try to say to me, everybody else, and it's one person in your chat, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, everybody else? See, there it goes. And the thing is, they'll type certain like emojis. They'll say LOL, Lamau, just because that's like an insecurity thing. They want to try to laugh it off. That's one of the number one things that they do is they'll try to laugh it off, right? So if someone approaches them on a college campus for an interview, they cover their ears. They'll say la la la, like they can't hear you. It's definitely very mad. Yeah. And by the way, by everybody else, you do realize I'm talking about the majority of the population in the United States, right? I mean, there's a reason why you lost the election. If you are in the U.S., I don't know if you are or not. Oh wow, well there it is. They just said they're friends with Hannah Banana. What do you think about them being sued by Jay, by the way, and having to go online and say that I'm sorry, Jay, I lied about you? Like, you guys are liars. What do you think about that transgender Hannah Banana saying that on video that they lied because the court told them to make that video? Like, you guys are liars and you got sued for it, and you absolutely deserve it. He deserves it. Well, I don't know who that other person is then. So apparently Hannah Banana was not sued. I mean, all you guys sound the same, so it's an entirely different person. All right, Hannah Banana was not sued then. It was Hanani, whatever that name they gave themselves is, right? Hannah is in Degencord. All right, my apologies then. Yeah, I was in the Degencord, like their fake Discord server for a little bit. They kicked me out though. Sonny's a cool guy, by the way. I really like Sonny. I like Pride Slayer as well. He's cool. I was talking to him in the chat the other day. Cool guy. I mistook him for that Mountain Man guy, so that I feel bad for that still. I feel bad that I mistook him for that. I just saw Pride in the name, so I assumed it was him. I I think I heard about Pride Slayer beforehand as well. It's just I got names confused. Like, the thing is with RuneScape YouTubers, let me get Hannah in here. She will vouch for me, bro. You don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, vouch for you for what, anyway? Like, what are you even talking about? By the way, I like how many viewers this these RuneScape streams get, actually. Every time I talk about Mod North, this thing just gets lit up. That my questions to you weren't in bad faith, bro. Okay, man. I mean, if someone else has to, like, come in and say, "Oh, this guy seriously meant it," I don't even get you. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I don't even care either. Like, you don't have to prove yourself to me. I'm just some random guy on the internet. Like, if you meant what you said or not, like, it doesn't really matter. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check Head's chat out. Give me a second. Let me see. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Oh my. Yeah, I just saw what you posted, Kez. Hey, I had a question, Loop. Like, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here or not. You there? You there, Luke? Okay. So, you know, if you go on Google Trends, right, and you type in 2004 to 2025, and you put in they/them, right? If you put that in, or you put non-binary, either of those things, right? Now, I want you to tell me why all the, there's no results prior to 2016. Like, why do you think that is? Like, I just want to know your thoughts on that. Like, it has never been stated on the internet prior to that point, basically. I just want to think, I just want to know your thoughts on it, basically. I don't know what that has to do with me. Why are they so, like, snakish? You know what I mean? Like, why are they so spineless? They don't even believe in what they say. Honestly, like, it is so pathetic to me that they like, think about it this way: they have so little faith in themselves and what they identify with that they're not even willing to defend it, and they'll even pretend like they're not that thing. Why is that? Dude, that's pathetic, man. You are so pathetic, honestly. Like, you're such a little worm, honestly, like a parasite. Like, why? You're saying, huh, like, you don't even want to defend yourself or what you identify as. Think about how pathetic and spineless that actually is. Like, you don't even believe the things you believe in or what you call yourself. It's pathetic. It's such a loser thing to do. Defend what? See, look at this. Look how pathetic this actually is. Like, they're trying to pretend as if we didn't see that. Why are you hiding what you are? Like, are you really that sad? Are you really that sad that you would just go to streams and do this? And guess what? You know what we're going to do right now? Since you like being here, we're going to do what you try to do, like did us for the past 5 years with censorship. See you later. See you later. There you go, man. Now let's just hide them. There you go. You like that? You like that tactic? That's what you've been trying to do. You've been trying to sneak your way into moderator statuses in Discord servers just so you can feel that little bit of power that you'll never have. How do you feel about that, huh? You like that? I'm going to take a screenshot of this chat, by the way. I want to save their logs here. He's probably going to come back on an alt. I wouldn't doubt that he's actually an alt to that other dude, because that's what they do as well. They'll just get a whole bunch of alts. Here, I'm taking a few screenshots. Hold on. Watch him start deleting messages, by the way. That would be hilarious. Like, I can still see those when he deletes them anyway, if he tries to. Like, just such, like, snake behavior. Like, not even fully dedicating yourself. Like, he's trying to insult me, but, you know, just, like, why are you a fox? Like, why does it say your Twitter's suspended? Like, I don't even care about Twitter, number one. Like, I didn't even see that comment before, by the way. Wait, I just saw you have a husband, question mark? Like, stuff like that, right? He is so pathetic, he doesn't even want to, like, actually state his... an actual argument or anything. Like, he doesn't want to commit to the argument. Like, he's trying to act nice and everything, like a snake. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Yeah, we should just, he joined the Discord, right? Oh no, he didn't join the Discord, never mind. Oh, that was a screenshot from their YouTube page. Alright, never mind, my bad. That is so damn funny, though. That is so damn funny. Can't even defend their own points. But yeah, saying like Mod North saved OSRS apparently brings a whole bunch of bots and just like, you know, really scummy individuals in here. Or NPCs rather. I don't really want to use the label individual. You know, they love their labels so much. You know, they'll put in their biographies that, you know, they're this gender, they're this sex, they're this, they have these illnesses, right? Just to get around the fact they are really missing a personality and a soul. Let's do all that stuff. Again, I'm keeping this a tame stream, so I'm not saying too much, but I just want to point that out, really. Like, they're just, like, nothing. You know, it's just nothingness. They don't bring anything to the table, and then they'll try to project on you and call you unhappy. They'll say you're living an unhappy life, right? When they're the ones that are, they think they need surgery to be themselves, right? They're not, they don't believe they're naturally themselves. So they need to get surgery for that. They need to add pronouns and a whole bunch of stuff to their biography online, and they think people actually care. And that like, he also projected in the chat before. Let me see this. It's like that one guy saying, like, I was talking with you guys on voice chat before, and they're like, you don't have any friends. It's like, that is the most obvious projection thing I've ever seen. Like, I'm talking with two of my pals and more in the Discord, and it's like, you don't have any friends. It's like, what? That, can you be any more obvious with the projection? Isn't it weird how I said I didn't grow up in the ghetto and I'm not into the ghetto stuff when he called me a homie like the other guy? What was his name? Like, Waken? Like, he got offended and instantly left the chat after I said I didn't grow up in the ghetto. It's like he's offended that other people aren't like him. That there's, like, that I'm actually, like, normal. So, and then they'll go up to you and say, hey, you're not normal, right? Like, you're not normal, but it's just projection. It's just projection stuff. Oh, hey, by the way, someone, like, I saw the chat, like, move up some. I think someone deleted something, actually. That was weird. It was before you typed, also. That is sad, I agree. It is sad, yeah. Like, the people that say that we're not normal are the same people that just do what they do. They think they need drugs in order to live. They think that, you know, just, I don't want to point out anything, right? I was going to mention something about Trump, like, not spending any money on certain hotlines or whatever. Like, I'm going to say that, why does a specific group of people need a specific hotline? Like, why can't they just use a regular hotline, right? Why can they not just use a regular hotline? Why do they need something that's separate? Are they saying that they're not normal? Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just, you know, reading off what I'm seeing, right? I'm just noticing a pattern where it seems like they need all their own parades, all their own business. Like, you need to have, like, some LGBT business. That's ridiculous. They should be still taking down all those. The government should be focused on taking down more of those flags, because that's, if you want to fit in with everybody else, right? You know, I fit in pretty good with my straight friends. We fit in. You know, there's nothing. I don't do anything different. I don't act different. But these leftists that do this they need to carry a flag around to tell everybody what they are. It's like a fashion trend, okay? It's a self-destructive trend where these left-wing people, they support abortion, and it's abortion on their own. So, you know, they're not having many children, and they get surgeries that don't allow them to have children as well. But, you know, it's weird to me how the gay pride movement, right? What is this about exactly? What is the, quote, trans rights movement about, unquote? What is that about? Like, if you want rights that everybody else has, you already have them. That's human rights. So, what rights do you want? What rights is it that you do not have? I want you to, like, answer me that. If any left-wing person is in the chat, what is it about? Because I've asked transgenders what trans rights means in the past, and they can never give me an answer. They can never do it. Oh, you know, I just realized who that Hannah Banana person was, actually. They're the ones that were on Twitter, and they were posting very strange stuff. They switch back and forth between left and right views, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they'll just insult someone that they're friends with. Like, it's absurdly weird, actually. It's absurdly weird. I just remembered who they were. Now, they clearly have some problems. I'm not implying anything, but there's clearly some issues there. It's like they're not fully dedicated to an ideology they believe in. I'm not saying you should be either. I mean, you should have your own ideology instead of picking up someone else's, but that Hannah person is clearly just going back and forth trying to get attention or something. Like, they really love attention. Oh yeah, what the projection thing I was talking about before? So that guy said Loop said my entire personality is rage bait. So, you know, if you go on my, like, DeviantArt or something, or my Gab, and you look at my personal post of the prayers I write to God, and you're calling that rage bait, it's clearly these people don't know us, first off. Like, they're just going on the channel, they see a title that they don't like, and they're like, oh, his entire personality is rage bait. You didn't look into me, you don't know who I am. You don't know me personally, I've never spoken to you before. So that is the biggest projection you could possibly do, honestly. That is the biggest projection you could possibly do. And we have Dobby Tattoo that's anti-God. He just actually retracted the message that he just wrote. See, they don't even believe what they're saying. So he just posted an anti-God message, right? Like he doesn't like God, he doesn't believe in him. And he deleted his own message. Think about that for a second. These people are so spineless and rat-like that they don't even believe in what they're saying. Like, they just don't like their Heavenly Father because they don't have a material one either. Like, they don't like any kind of authority figure in their life because they're just worthless. They're just so worthless. Like, think about it. Why did he retract that message instantly after he posted that? Like, I didn't retract that, by the way. That wasn't retracted by me. It would say message deleted by TimeLiarG if that was the case. Thanks for the hearts and the other emoji, the other emojis, by the way. Like, I didn't even have to argue with that guy. He defeated his own argument and what he supposedly stands for. He's just sat. He kneeled. The Dobby guy just like, I wouldn't doubt if he actually did look like Dobby from Harry Potter. I wouldn't even doubt it. He's probably like has his like little sock in there that he uses for and then he just throws it under his bed, and then he's just like, atheism is so good because I don't have to believe in morals. I can do whatever I want and harm my body. I can get surgeries when I want. I can mess my face up with tattoos. I can just show the world that I'm just a worthless sack of shit, right? Man, he's like these people are so just upset at themselves. They can't even defend their own viewpoints. They're just willing to delete their own messages, their own ideology instantly in a second. That's how fast they're willing to switch their ideology. That's why they were so easily manipulatable in the first place to be an atheist. Honestly. And, I don't care if you are an atheist, but at the end of the day, if you think two space rocks clashing together made everyone, I think you're stupid. I'm just gonna outright say that. If you think two giant rocks exploding in space created everything, you're a moron. You are an absolute idiot. That you probably watch Rick and Morty all the time. That was created by, I'm not gonna get into it, but that's pathetic. Your entire belief system, quote unquote belief system, you don't even believe what you're saying, that's why you deleted your comment, is just full of lies. It's just full of lies. How stupid do you have to be to see a butterfly out there that has, eyes on it to deter predators from eating it? And you're gonna say, someone didn't create that. You're a fucking moron. You're an actual moron. I believe in science except biology. Clearly everybody is equal. There's no different skull shapes. I believe in science, but I think it's possible that someone can change sexes. You don't believe in science, and you don't, the thing is, you believe in God. That's the thing, right? Because that's our natural state, is to believe in God. So you saying that you don't makes you an idiot. Like, you're just clearly going against nature at that point. You think you're a little rebel or something, right? You're probably one of those people that say, quote, punch a Nazi, end quote, right? But you can't even do that, and I don't recommend doing that. I don't condone violence. You should never commit violence, but let's think about it this way. You probably call yourself a Marxist, right? You probably call yourself a communist, but you've never lived under communism before, so you don't know how harsh that is. You probably, couldn't pick up the potatoes in the potato field. You're better off sitting at home drinking the soy latte that your bull bought for you, right, Dobby? Right? Am I right? Fun fact, I didn't block that guy or anything. He just wasn't typing this entire time. That's how pathetic. He lost instantly. Like, he just kneeled to me instantly. Like, I just want you to know how many Christians and Muslims exist worldwide. And, Shintoists like me as well. I'm a Christian as well. There's a pretty good percentage of the Japanese population that, pray to God, Jesus Christ, and also believe in the Shinto gods as well, So think about all the religious people in this world, the billions of people, and you have Indians that, that believe in Hinduism, right? Think about why is it that the atheist stuff started recently in recent times and it was never a thing prior in history? Just like the they them stuff. Why do you think that was the case? It's almost like atheism just didn't exist and it's a newer invention. Because science in the past was all about religion. That's where it came from. That's where science came from. And when you separate science and religion, then you have what you have now with the industry doing what it's doing to people, giving them antidepressants that cause them to do unspeakable things. It's pathetic. It absolutely is. There was never an atheist before, because the word atheist didn't exist, and even if someone didn't believe in God back in the day, you know, it just was not a thing. And you can go and you can look up old internet archives, and you can see that this atheism thing was brought on by these college systems, these college institutions, whatnot, where you have these college professors that are being arrested for using bike locks on people during protests and riots. And they're talking about the reason why society is the way it is now with all this violence, with all this lower education, is because simply God was attempted to be taken out of the schooling system, right? And what God says is to legally and lawfully fight against these people, you know. And I specifically mean with words, obviously, but if they try to assault you, you know, you have to use your legal right, if it's legal and lawful, to use equal force against them. And it's your right as an American to defend yourself, defend your family. Legally speaking, of course. Legally and lawfully. And that's something that atheists won't do because they don't believe in, you know... I got told by an atheist before that love doesn't exist and it's a human invention. And I can't get over that. They've never felt the love of family. They've never felt the love of a pet. They've never felt any kind of love. And, you know... Normally, Christians would say pray for these people, but honestly, at this point, if you're in 2025 and you don't see how God exists with all the miracles that happen, if you don't feel the power, the energy of this world, you're just nothing. And you don't deserve to be taken seriously, and I'm not going to pray for you, honestly. I'm not. What did Jesus say? I came to bring not peace, but a sword. Sell your cloak and buy a sword. And they'll try to use religion against you. They'll say, oh, but Jesus said to love your neighbor. Our neighbors weren't illegal immigrants back in the day, okay? Now, you know, if there is an illegal immigrant that is here illegally against the law, it is your every right to inform ICE about them and have them removed out of the country by ICE agents, right? But these atheists, they will not do that because... Have you seen that one chart where it's like the meme? Like type in opinion dismissed meme and look at that chart. Leftists care more about inanimate objects like rocks rather than people close to them. Like they care about foreigners. I don't know why I said it weird. But they care more about outsiders than they do their own family. Like they are willing to throw away their own family, their own father, mother to just, sorry, you said XP waste. Let me do this. They're willing to throw all that away because they care more about inanimate objects like Funko Pops. You're so childish that you guys draw art of just superheroes waving a Palestinian flag, pretend to virtue signal like you actually care about what's happening over there. You didn't care about what was happening in Palestine the past 20 years. You didn't care about that then. You only cared about it now because you saw it on the news. You saw it in your little Tumblr groups, your little commies, like what you think are friends, who are willing to backstab you over political views. You care more about virtue signaling than you do. You could have talked about free Palestine the past 20 years, okay? And even longer. You could have cared about that then. But no, you didn't. You did it all of a sudden because it was a trend. You're a trend hopper, is what you are. You only cared a bandwagon. That's why you started with the they, them pronouns, because that didn't exist before. You only hopped on the they, them pronouns because it's a new thing. You know, it was a new thing, just like the emo trend back in the day, which, you know, you could say that was self-destructive. But this new trend this transgenderism ideology, this, and you know where that came from. You know the John guy? Yeah. Okay, so you have that, right? You have that ideology, that's where that came from. And then you have people saying that they're two-souled, they're twin-souled. That came from a college in 1996. That's not part of Native American culture. If you talk to an actual Native American, they'll say that you're full of BS. It's just not a thing. Never was a thing, never will be. As much as you try to force something into nature, nature will decline you, it will not accept you. Nature is not accepting. And you can clearly see that with the surgeries and what happens after the certain surgeries, where you try to tell others that what they believe in is okay, even if it's hurting them. You will try to say that someone that believes there's something they're not is okay with, you'll tell them to go through surgery because it'll make them happier. How evil do you have to be to say that removing a body part will make you happier? That is sick. And you know exactly what you're doing when you do it too. You think that's perfectly fine. Telling someone that they'll be happier if they go through surgery. That's sick. That's disgusting. And that's exactly what these anti-God people do, because they hate all life. They hate it. They can't stand seeing people happy, so they'll call you unhappy just so you become unhappy like they are. And I'm never going to be unhappy because I got my husband, I got my friend Kaz here, my friend Nick, I got my friend Sam. You know, we are so close together that, I take a bullet for them. I jump in front of a bullet for them. I jump in front of a train for them, because, I'm fine with whenever God takes me. If it's my time, I know it's my time, I'm going to take that bullet for them. Like, I love and care about them so much, it's unreal. I love them more than my own self. I love, God more than my own self. I care about Kami-sama more than my own self. I care about angels more than my own self. You have no idea how much I care about them. You missed the car hitting me, bro. See, that's the thing, right? Is we survived so much stuff in our lives that it's actually crazy. Like, we're fine with whenever God takes us. We don't care about that because we're gonna have our thrones. Like, we don't really care about this material world. We care about helping people get their souls to that other side. And Dobby doesn't believe in a damn thing. Nobody that's anti-God believes in a damn thing. They have no backbone. They have no spiritual backbone, no material backbone. They have nothing. These are automatic automatons that are programmed to go into your live stream chat and say, "Oh, God isn't real." It's like, oh yeah, no, the two giant space rocks clashing together just boomed and just created everything. You are so stupid if you believe. I'm sorry, I said that before, but you have to be a dumbass. That's like Neil deGrasse Tyson saying that Earth is pear-shaped, and you dumbasses thought the flat earthers were silly, but then you're here actually listening to a quote-unquote scientist who is allegedly a scientist, Neil deGrasse Tyson, saying that the Earth is a pear. You're fucking stupid. Everything you believe in that was told that you were told to believe in it is fucking stupid. Your science, all your quote-unquote science stuff that's against religion doesn't work. It never did work. That's why you're unhappy with yourself. That's why these people are getting surgeries and then regretting it afterwards. The detransition community is so large that it's an epidemic. You clearly weren't happy. And I'm not going to talk about other kind of rates, right? Because I don't want to get this video removed. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm saying that it's a tragedy that the rates are the way they are. And they're the ones calling us unhappy? That's evil. Look at how many of them, look at it. It's sad. Those people could have been saved, but what you told them is you're better off getting that surgery because it's going to make you happy. You're going to burn in the lowest pit of hell after you pass away. There's going to be a day when you pass on, when God says it's your time, you're going to be burning in hell. The lowest circle of hell you're going to be in. I don't know when your time is going to come. I don't know when God says it's going to be your time, you know? It could be any time. It could be a few years, it could be a few months, it could even be, you know, whenever. But when God decides to take you, you know, you're going to be and by the way, the biblical hell, you know, I really researched you know, NDEs and stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to like what happens in hell, all right? Give me a sec. Is there a... oh, there is a deposit box here, all right. Never used it here before. Like, you are not going to be happy down there after you pass on naturally. You're not going to be happy. Typing stuff in the chat, but it's not showing up? What? Give me a sec. Hold on. Why is Petro's messages not coming through? Like, why would his messages not actually be coming through? That is so odd. Give me a moment. Why are they not appearing? Here, I'm checking the blocked users list. Like, I'm thinking I might have well, if I misclicked, then I don't know. That's honestly really bizarre. Here, I'm going to my channel right now. I'm going to go to my community settings and see if he's blocked for whatever reason. You know what? I can actually just add him as a moderator, and that would probably fix the issue. Give me a sec. Community. Oh, hey, Petro. Let me add you on here real quick. I'm gonna add him as a mod. That would probably just fix it entirely. I just saw a blocked comment. I can't read that off, but not from you guys, just like a regular commenter. Let me see if you sent me the channel link. Let me copy that. Settings. Community moderation. Managing moderators. Can I just post like the channel link in there? Let me see what you're called. I found you. Alright, I just added you as a moderator, so try to talk now. Try to talk in the chat, maybe it'll work. That is like the weirdest thing of all time. I wonder if it's because his name, because it has, you know, what you call like Easterners, like Russians and stuff. There you go. I see your message now. We can see you. You're there. Yeah, that fixed it. I think YouTube just didn't like your name. Like, what's next to Jebo? I guess that could be considered as offensive or something. Yeah. We're at 147 viewers. Well, not live viewers, but like, you know, people that clicked on the stream. Sorry for the trouble. That's not, like, I'm literally doing nothing right now, as you can see. I'm just mining, so. Like, in a way, I kind of want to do something else. but I'm kind of too tired to do Cerberus, honestly. I actually ran into this on your channel too, Leon. When it's the name. It has to be your name, actually. I mean, I think I saw a message in Kaz's stream before from you. I guess just like honestly, I don't know. I'm still looking for stuff to post in the other section. Like if some like not safe for work stuff appears on the screen, you know, just tell me. I only saw one viewer on my stream. I don't know which stream he's actually talking about. I'm gonna switch the C to C after this, and maybe that'll fix it. All right. Let me check the, okay, nobody's typing anything. Alright, that's good. Thought I missed a few messages for a second. That's good, wow. Yeah, because I thought I missed some of your messages. Glad I didn't miss any messages. Yeah, I know the topic's passed, but I wanted to say the people who preach that kind of BS you were talking about don't believe in it themselves. Yeah, we were mentioning that earlier. Like, they want you to, exactly, like they're miserable, alone, and, you know, they want you to feel the same way they do. Like, they want to bring you down to their level. That's why they tell you to get certain medical procedures. That's why they'll tell you to like take the same stuff they're taking. That's why they'll tell you to take their mandated ideology and run with it into a wall. That is exactly what they're doing. Like they always, you notice the one thing that leftists do, like all the time, every single time they want to subvert an argument and not partake in it, they'll say you're unhappy. Like I am like one of the happiest people in the world, honestly. Like I'm not being egotistical or anything, but you know, like I think I completed life basically. Like I'm fine. Like I said, I'm fine with whenever God takes me. They talk about love, but all they do is hate. Exactly. Like these people calling us unhappy, exactly. They put race on a scale of some virtue signaling oppression scale. So they put white people and Asian people on the same level on the bottom of the oppression scale so they can use other races to their advantage. Like it's the most racist thing of all time. Yeah, we're not that's the thing too, right? Like they talk about how we're hateful, but then they go and do that to like Tesla. They'll go and they'll riot, and like the entirety of Portland was burned down and everything. And the funny thing is they can't even fight one-on-one either. Like they'll try to do that. They'll go over and do that either when nobody's looking or like when people are they're in like a group. They're in like a group. They let actual fit people do their illegal work for them, right? And again, if you see like illegals here, you report that. Like if you know that they're here for a fact, illegally, then you got to report them to ICE. You can't let them be ruining businesses like that. You can't let them be doing what they're doing to cars, to Teslas, You got to get them out legally and lawfully by using you'd call up, contact the ICE agents. They'll take care of it. Let me go check my chat again. What Mod North do? So basically, I believe he's the new CEO, right? He's the new CEO, Mod North. First thing he did was remove the Pride event out of the game, and then fired an employee that was waving around transgender flags and posting nudes online, making the company look bad. Which, I mean, it's Jagex. I'm going to give Jagex a lot of credit for this one. They laid off like 9 employees that were putting political stuff in the game. Like, they were tourists that didn't belong at the company. These are left-wing people that wanted to subvert an old video game like they usually do. Yeah, thank God, exactly. So the thing is, that transgender employee that got fired put a title in RuneScape 3 called The Cracked, and like other egg cracking references in the game. Now, if you guys don't know what that is a grooming term that's used typically. I'm not blaming any kind of service for this. I'm not going to mention a service actually, because I don't want to accuse any service of hosting this. But what these people, these weak-minded people do is they'll try to lure underage users onto these platforms and say you're just an egg waiting to crack. And what that means is, you don't know you're transgender yet, so they'll try to groom them into being like that. It's horrendous. It's horrid. So Mod North got in there and he just started removing all this BS, basically. I'm keeping this stream up, by the way. I didn't say anything that was bannable or anything, so I'm going to keep this stream up. Might even edit it and put it on the channel. B Skyware, welcome to the stream. And RK PCW, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for joining. And the thing is, we had a lot of people, you know, coming into the stream before and like saying like, you know, like we're so glad that Mod North basically came in and, you know, is fixing up the game and whatnot. Like this is happening in so many older communities, and it's been happening for a long time. Websites, old forums from the 2000s. That's happened to starmen.net actually, where you have these Tumblr people that come in and they'll say like, oh, you can't be right-wing and be a fan of Earthbound. Oh, you can't be right-wing and be a furry. Oh, you can't be right-wing and believe in this. It's like, you guys weren't even here. You leftist, you weren't even here in the past. I was born in 97. We didn't see you there at all. There were some people with communist views, yeah, but you guys didn't exist back then. Like, it's crazy. 5% of players care about pride in the game. I think it's even lower, actually. I think it's even lower. Like, what pride does, right? What diversity does is it causes so much conflict in between people. Like, they're saying I'm different than all my straight friends by shining a spotlight on me and like look how gay I am. It's like, that is, it's horrid. It's horrible. It is a political movement, and they'll try to like subvert the discussion and say it's not political. Like, they're like, oh, why is me being gay like political? It's like, they will try to do this in any kind of conversation. Like, they're like, oh, it's a, you know, how is it not a political debate when you literally have LGBT laws specifically giving them benefits just for being LGBT? When you have DEI, why am I called racist for being against DEI when it's hiring based on skin color? It's like they reverse everything. Their entire ideology, their mandated ideology is reversed. Like, you guys are literally hiring based on skin color. Based on an oppression scale based on skin color. It's ridiculous. And based on, like, sexuality. Like, I myself, like, I just want to, you know, like, I'm no different than my straight friends. I mentioned this before. I'm no different than them. Why should I be put on a pedestal just for something I'm born as? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's all virtue signaling. That's all it is. It's nonsense. It's garbage. They absolutely are trying to do that. Yeah. So the thing is, I typically don't get into specifics because, you know, I don't want to say any names of who's behind anything and whatnot, because, you know, that's a little bit sketchy territory. You know, it's a little bit sketchy, but I will say the truth. I will definitely state the truth. But yeah, no, diversity is the opposite of what it actually is, honestly. You can't put a whole bunch of people that believe in different things together in a single room. You know, you just can't do that. There's gonna be so much bad that happens in that. Isn't that funny though, RK? Like, these people are saying that they play video games to escape and everything, but then they're completely fine with having real life politics like just shoved into games. Like, I've seen BLM events in video games. It's like, you know, what is the actual point of this unless to get you to believe something? Like, if it's so natural, why do we have to have a giant rainbow in Lumbridge with a gay Gilbert Goblin, you know, dwarf or whatever, in Lumbridge telling you how gay he is and that you need to collect strands of fabric for his boyfriend? Why? And, like, by the way, like, I'm not saying that, you know, gay people aren't normal. Like, they're like, we're obviously normal. I'm, you know, homosexual myself, but, you know, if their kind of homosexuality, what they believe in is so normal, like the gay, like having gay parades where you like go naked in a street, if that's so normal, why do you have to normalize it? Wouldn't everybody just accept it by default? Why are you trying to shove this down people's throats? Games like RuneScape thrive when they stay neutral, please. Players log in to escape politics, not get reminded of them. when the game highlights one, because yeah, it just causes so much chaos. There is such thing as reverse racism. We call it that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. The thing is, they'll accuse you of actually not actually being gay. That's reverse. That is a reversal. So these people say that they're gay in their biography, and they'll say that they have all these illnesses. They'll say that they're they, them, Zzer, otherkin, dual-souled, just to, they're not actually any of those things that they claim to be. And there's obviously some people that are, except for the twin soul thing that was made in 1996. The they, them thing as well was also made around 2016. You can Google Trends that. I'm not against anybody. I'm against those that try to harm others and try to force harmful ideologies. Like, I have some right-wing views, but I don't typically talk about those views. I just, I mind my own business. I'm not going to put them in a video game, especially a video game that's been running since 2001 that thrives off being old school. Like, you're taking an old culture and you're ruining that. That's why tourists coming into old website forums and changing rules around, when this they, them, bearded female stuff just wasn't a thing, Mod Jerv adding beards to female characters is so super bizarre. Exactly, it is. And, when people, insult me for being, homosexual or whatever, I completely understand them. Because they had to deal with all these posers, these left-wing posers that are waving pride flags around, making us look bad, making every other community look bad. They made a whole bunch of furry communities look bad. You didn't hear us in the news prior to 2014, right? Even then it was about conventions or whatever. You didn't hear any bad news. Now all of a sudden, because leftists got a hold of the furry stuff, they got a hold of certain video game communities. I could talk about the Smash community as well. It's like these leftists hijack so many communities and is making everybody look bad. It doesn't matter what communities you're a part of. The thankful part is, as loud as they are, they're still 0.1% of the population. Yeah, I was just saying, I get the insults. I completely understand them because of just what those people do. It's they think all of us are bad because of those people and whatnot. But, yeah, forcing that in a video game is absurd. And it's indoctrination. Did someone say chaos? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Jevel. I really like this stream, by the way. I do like this stream a whole lot. I appreciate talking to you guys, RK and B Square, Kaz, Jebo. What this reminds me of, talking about the gay stuff, is what happened with Black Lives Matter, where you had a bunch of black-owned businesses in Portland, right? You had a bunch of businesses that were owned by African Americans, and then BLM came along, right? BLM came along and just started burning all those businesses. They just they're making the black communities look very, very bad because of what they're doing, right? So they went in there. I watched a video. It was hard to watch, right? It was this business owner getting beaten by these BLM protesters, and it was a lot of white liberal college students that were in a pack together with other, BLM protesters and whatnot. Them going around with Black Lives Matter t-shirts, ripping out these business owners that are also black. Just, all this political nonsense is just causing so much. This forced diversity is causing so much pain, so much split between families, so much division. It's unbelievable. That's why DEI is complete BS. It's horrid. But, yeah. I don't typically talk about politics, but I just figured now's the best time to do it, considering, The recent election has been wonderful. The recent change in society, like people finally got tired of these people trying to force their BS. Let me see. Oh yeah, no, like the resistance against these, just, it's funny, right? They call themselves rebels. Leftists will call themselves rebels. They'll be like, oh, we're fighting against the machine. No, you're fighting with the machine. And now the government's even against you. The media stopped funding you, so you have no more people funding this LGBT whatever stuff. Just, it finally stopped, and it was so peaceful, honestly. And it still is. Like, all of a sudden, all their screams just gone. Like, all that pressure from them screaming about, like, their ideology, as small of a population as they are, 0.1%, it finally stopped, and it was like a weight was just lifted off everybody's backs. They don't have to pretend to like these people anymore. They don't have to, cave into them, invite them into an office just because they have blue hair, It's like, here, you're employed at the company because you said you have 20 different identities. It's like, no. The nonsense stopped. It finally stopped. And it is just so peaceful now. I'm going to read your comments. When the game highlights one, because it opens the door to push for others, and then suddenly you're not playing RuneScape anymore, we're debating ideology. Exactly. Players had the same reaction to even putting, what do you call it? Like, promotions in the game for, like, fast food or, like, certain other companies like Twitch. People were just as against that because it's the same thing. Like, you're ruining the game. It's no longer RuneScape anymore. You remember, like, the purple skin for Twitch Prime is like, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And people are like, oh, well, it's fine if it's for cosmetics, but we're not playing a single-player game. We're playing an online game where other players are seeing those cosmetics. I actually had a problem with the new Aram's cosmetic. I don't care if you guys use it, obviously, but I feel like you shouldn't change stuff that's iconic to the game. Like, all of a sudden, Aram's now has pinkish, bluish, mishmashed color robes. It's just, where do you get your cape? Pride Week? That's the funny thing, right? Not even Pride Week, Pride Month. Like, they want an entire month dedicated to themselves. There was a stand-up comedian that was talking about that. He's like, our veterans get a day, our presidents get a day. You guys get an entire month because you like running around in public with your junk hanging out. Like, I personally think I personally think those shirt cosmetics and the cape cosmetics shouldn't be in the game. You want to know what the weirdest thing is? The love crossbow item. The love crossbow item, right? Now, what the weird thing is about that is that's not just a cosmetic. You shoot a heart out at another player and hearts go above your head. Like, you're forced to watch that animation of someone basically virtually defiling you. Like, they just shoot you with this with a little heart, and then a whole bunch of hearts fly above your head. Is like, that is genuinely a weird ass cosmetic. The 2010s will be looked at in history as a time the world went insane. Even the early 2010s weren't even like this, honestly. So when all this stuff started was around Gamergate in 2014. That Gamergate stuff, I think that's when the feminist stuff started really popping off. Certain ideologies ran rampant there. That's when Tumblr was going crazy with their ideology. 2014 is when it really... And I'm not saying just like left-wing people either. Like, people from both political sides just started using the internet. It's like a whole bunch of people, millions of people started getting internet access. 4chan became unusable. And it stayed that way since then. There was a whole bunch of earlier forums that are now gone that got overrun by like new internet people, both from the left and the right wing. You would have everybody calling you a racist bigot, but then on the right side, you would have everybody calling you a degenerate. You had like two sides screaming in your ear. It's just like, just stop, please. Oh, man. It's a shame what's happening to old forums, though, by the way. You only have like 3 social medias to use now and nothing else. It's like when they introduced matchmaking to TF2, like there was no community servers anymore. It's like nobody's running their own personal blog websites. Nobody has GeoCities, like, kind of sites anymore. They're all mandated now. They're all enforced. They're all locked down. It's like we're all in a prison. The internet used to be free. You used to be able to find any kind of website you wanted. There was like millions upon millions of websites you could go to. You would stumble across creepy stuff. You'd stumble across cool stuff. Now it's all mandated. It's all gray. It's a gray blob. What are you going to use? You're going to use Reddit, Twitter? You're going to use YouTube? No, I want to go back in time. I want to use this one blog by some chick named Amanda who's talking about her life. That was cool. That was honestly cool. You get to see like people's own personalized websites, some old forums talking about video games. Like you find some like old, I don't know, Nights into Dreams forum from back in the day where people are talking about this obscure game. You know what happened to Nights into Dreams? I joined a Discord server for Nights into Dreams, a really obscure old game, which there's certain crowds that like this old obscure stuff, right? I go in there. They're talking about how all the characters are transgender, non-binary, and like, just like, I just, you know what? I just left. I'm like, you know, I just want to talk about video games, and they're talking about the characters. It's fine to like ship characters and whatnot, but when you're talking about like, they're like, oh, this person's using their Neo. I have to be careful my wording here. Yeah, I always knew he was, you know, we couldn't trust him, but I don't want to read that off because I think that's too much for YouTube as well. Yeah, the old internet used to be fun. It felt magical almost. It really did. It felt like older video games before data mining existed. That's what it felt like, honestly. Like he was acting like he was on our side, and then, I mean, he's been doing that since 2016, but, you know. I don't really care to talk about those kind of politics, honestly. Like politicians and stuff. I'm just looking at the Discord real quick. I was looking at the Discord. I'll read the chat in a minute. I'm gonna check general as well. See some activity in there. Time went to go look at what I was posting. Yeah, I'll check your. I checked the other section as well. Yeah, I'm not fighting for anybody. I'm not getting drafted. By the way, that video that you posted, Petru, like I thought that was the guy making the meatballs, and he's telling like certain people how like they can't make meatballs, and then laughs. I thought that was that video for a second. The what one? I'm not gonna read that off, but the what one? Hey, what's up, surfing Billy 96? See, that's the thing I was talking about, though. Like the new furries that you see, like the quote unquote furries, are like just literally people pretending to be furries. Honestly, they're like all left wing now. Like the actual creative furries are like in hiding. Like we just have our own like little tiny blog websites no one knows about. You only see the obnoxious ones that are just posers. But it's nice to meet you, surfing Billy 96. I appreciate you being here. I don't know what video you mean. Well, I can't really describe it, otherwise we're gonna get banned, so... It's nice to see how many people are coming in here and typing. I wonder what kind of person can't make me. Yeah, sorry if I'm not talking much, by the way. Sorry if I'm not talking much. I usually just wait until someone has a topic and then I'll start speaking. I think we like talked about all the political stuff that we need to be fair, so we can just if you guys want to see me do like Serb or something, I can go do Serb, even though I don't feel like it. I'm kind of just relaxing and posting stuff in our Discord. Solo TOB. Yeah, let me go over and do that real quick. Let me go do solo TOB. I'm probably never gonna do TOB unless, like, you know, Kaz and Wolfie get to that point, like, stat-wise. Like, I can probably, like, I probably have the gear for it and everything. Like, you can use Void, right? Even though you're just gonna be ripped to shreds. Like, you can just use Void. Elite Void. Defense doesn't really mean anything when almost everything chips you, especially Zik. Alright. Yeah, let me check Wolfie's stats. He hasn't played in like, what, 5 months, 6 months? I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen. Oh, you can. You can. He just started playing, like, what, last year, I think? Stats are pretty good. He needs to get 99 in his combats, though. I remember when he told me that thing he does where, like, when he plays RuneScape, right, he never AFKs. And what I mean by that is he, like... I remember the first time he told me this, he's like, oh, I was getting my wood cutting up. Wood cutting's so annoying. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean wood cutting is annoying? All you do is just, you know, sit there and just watch videos. He's like, no, I play with the volume all the way up, and I just sit there and I watch my character cutting the tree. And I'm like, okay, well, you don't do that for everything, right? He's like, yeah, no, I was at Nightmare Zone for like 10 hours, just staring at the screen. I'm like, okay, I called him a lunatic for that. Like, craziest thing I've heard ever. He does not AFK. He just stares at the screen. Imagine listening to Nightmare Zone for 10 hours straight, just staring at your character, hitting them in Darox. Or he was using something else because he didn't have the stats yet. No, that's crazy though. I'm amazed at how quickly I got accustomed to this community. I mean, our server has like actual diversity. We have like everybody that mostly agrees with each other, but we're like all from different backgrounds and stuff. Different religions, different spirituality, different nationality. Because it's not forced. We don't force it, you know? Yeah, I don't follow Catholic Christianity. I guess I would. The thing is, right? I don't really consider myself a Christian. I just follow Christ. Like I love Jesus Christ, so. Don't listen to him. He's from Spain. He's Spanish. He's not from Mexico. As long as one accepts God, that is enough. That is true, yeah. That is true. All right, well, I think I might go do Serb soon. We just finished posting stuff. I'm so tired of the younger generation using this music as a meme, even though they didn't play RuneScape. Like, this is so funny for some reason. I'm just gonna spam this everywhere. I'm gonna skip it just out of spite. Just out of spite. We're not doing the repeat of the last RS. Yeah, no, this is staying up. We're following the TOS. I'm not saying we broke it before because we didn't. I'm just saying, we always follow TOS here. Is what I'm saying. The terms of service. We always follow it. Always follow the rules. We're good boys here. Born just in time to. I'm not fighting anything, man. I'm not getting the draft. They're not gonna draft me. I just realized you're not in day alt mines. So the reason why I'm here is just because it's more AFK. I know I should be at day alt mines. I wanted to get my mining level up before I go and do rune crafting. Here's the deal, okay? This is everything I need. Considering I lost my hardcore, you know how I dropped everything off of it because I quit? I did a drop party. I turned my graceful outfit into Marks of Grace, and I just sold I sold some of this, or I just dropped it, basically. I don't think I dropped it from my other account. I think I just did a drop party with everything. I don't remember, to be honest. So, I need my graceful outfit back, meaning... it would be easier if I got my agility up instead of just doing the Canifist course. So I need to train agility. I need to get my mining up. And then I'm going to go back to day alt. I need to get 520,000 day alt. I have 120,000 in the bank. And then I can finally I could get stamina potions. I don't have staminas. So I'm going to have to do that without stams. It's just a mess, really, honestly. Oh, and the mess I got myself is I can't really do much else. So if I want to keep doing Slayer, I really can't, because I'm just a bit XP off of 99 range, 99 cooking, 99 fishing. I want to do a 99 party, so I'm kind of locked into doing this, basically. And like I said, I'm going to get 98 RC, and then that's when we'll do the party. I will genuinely do that. It's just going to take me a month and a half, probably, maybe longer, since I'm working on videos. Welcome to the chat, Big McGee, also. Okay, you guys want to see me do Serb? Let's go do some Serb. I changed my YouTube name, but it's probably going to take some time. No, I see it already. You're repping my state. Named it PA. Yeah, we can see it. Alright, well, I'm going to have to go inside my bank, so you guys are going to see my new bank pin I just gave myself after last stream. I have it written down. I'm going to have to look at this. $4971. 4971. Use your keys, dude. Oh, that's right. You can use keys, can't you? Oh, whatever. I'm just going to change it. I don't even care, really, honestly. Petro Alaviv, basically synonymous with Pennsylvania. Gotcha. All right. We need to do a TOB party. You're right. Go get your stats up real quick. Bro, get an image to cover it up. I was gonna switch to my BRB screen, but like I don't know if that got replaced with anything. I'm not gonna risk it. Oops, my bad. I got distracted because the music stopped playing. Alright. Both of y'all get burning claws. Awesome for irons. That's from... I need to do Welgothic sleeps for that. I guess I could do that. Oh, wait, I can't because... Oh, no, do you need range for that? Like, you switch between melee and range, right? Well, I can't do that right now because I'm 300 XP off a 99 range. Yeah. Okay, Serb time. Let's get my gear out of the bank. Got my I got 2 Pegasian crystals. Got my Eternals, and I got 3 smoldering stones that I don't know what to do with. That's kind of useless to me. If I had a harpoon, I could use it on that. But I dropped my harpoon too when I lost my hardcore, so... It's been a while since I really played, honestly. Not too long, but it's been long enough. I was gonna go for Blorva last night. I don't even have Bandas. That'd be cool to get. Let me get my Blood Fury out of the bank. Like, my memory's so bad I have to keep like exiting out of the bank interface. I usually use my my Zami Spear, Zami Hosta at Serb because I don't have enough charges for my arc light. Man, it's been like, even though it hasn't been that long, it's like my brain's kind of gone, so I'm kind of forgetting a lot of stuff here. I like how I have 97 GP in the... Well, I had 97 GP in the bank. I alked a few things. Like, completely out of money. Dude, I never used a single tab on this account, believe it or not. Oh, no, I used a Trollheim tab once, and that was it. I never used tabs. Never. Oh, that's why I wasn't doing Serb. Silly me. I don't have any prayer potions whatsoever. Okay. Oh, you know what that means. Okay, I have 200 here. You know what? Get the pouch again. Let me get some house teleports. Where's my wow, my brain is like I can't even play this game when I'm streaming, honestly. I don't even know why I took that many earth runes. My brain's just melted. Just so melted. Let me lay down. If you're wondering why my servant's bedroom is missing, by the way, it's because I was trying to build that AFK agility obstacle that gives you 12k agility XP per hour, and I realized that it's 5 mil each for each of the Tazar rangers. So I got 1.4k Falador tabs for Serb because he ain't dropped teleports. Funnily enough, I was getting a lot of, this isn't the entire drop log, by the way, because I was using my streaming PC to play before, so it's missing my Eternal Crystal here. But I got 48 of these Keymaster teleports. Like, he was just dropping them like candy, basically. And 614 KC here. In total, I think I'm close to 700 KC. Let me do KC Cerberus. I spelled his name wrong, didn't I? 761. I'm like misclicking the damn snape grass. AUS. ROUS? What is that? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, honestly. Like, I'm just like, I'm so out of it. We're only gonna do a few Serb KC. We're only gonna do a few of them. Because I don't feel like collecting the snape grass for too long. I don't have any planted, by the way. I used all my snape grass seeds. Yeah, I don't take drugs. I'm completely... I've never actually taken any drugs, believe it or not. I've taken like a painkiller like maybe 12 times in my life, but that's it. Like, just, you know, over the counter, just like painkillers. I didn't take any other kind of drug. Yeah, I just drink wine. Yeah. Acting like a wine mom. It's weird how I misclick all the time when I'm streaming, but like off stream I like click everything perfectly. What percent? I don't even know. I don't read the bottle. I don't have one in my room right now. I'm gonna go back for another set. Name something? I don't even remember the name. I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I go back down to the store, you know, I'm gonna pick up a few bottles and I'll give you the name. Wait, what time is it? Oh, it's 8 p.m. They're probably closed. Yeah, no, I'll go pick up the bottles I usually get, and I'll show you it then. It's only 20 minutes away from me if I walk, so. This is going to be the last set of snape grass I pick up, by the way. We're only going to do like 10 KC or something. Yeah, I wouldn't count that either, to be fair. I mean, I've been drinking the, you know, like the Japanese alcohol. It's like sake, whatever, how I pronounce that. Did I pronounce that? I'm still learning Japanese also. Like, I'm nowhere near ready to travel over there yet for, you know, spiritual reasons. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, hey, I watch anime. I've only seen like 3 anime, right? You know, I'm not one of those weebs that want to, you know, travel over there for that reason. I'm only going to visit a few of Shinto shrines, so a few Inari shrines. That's a bot. I can already tell that's a bot. Yep. Let me look it up. You know, because you never know, right? You never know. Let me see. Okay, no, that is a bot. Yep. Fun fact, Jagex actually tells you now when people get banned, like if you ban someone. I remember back in the day, they used to have walls on their website dedicated to banned players and shaming them. That was awesome. Okay, let me make some prayer potions, shall we? I just bought a bunch of vials for this. Let me go to my tab. There we go. Shake it, soldier. Shake it. Oh, I forgot to put on my amulet of chemistry. Put that on. Watch, I forget to take it off afterwards. I think I was in the day alt mines. Oops. Damn it, dude. Like, I just cannot play when I'm streaming, honestly. The funny thing is, I'm gonna do alright at serve. Like, I do fine with serve on stream, but it's like doing very small things. It's like, it's weird. I don't know. We're at 239 views on this thing. What the hell? You have 5 likes. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. I really appreciate you being here. I know YouTubers are like, you know, they say that stuff like all the time. They're like, oh, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I genuinely mean that, though. I say that every stream. It kind of sounds generic, but I do actually appreciate people in here. Let me see what's going on in the Discord also after I'm done with this. Wait a sec. I think I'm like, my mind is, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. The people posting not safe for work in this server is distracting me. I keep looking at it. That's a pretty big part. We wouldn't be watching if we didn't feel the same. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know I'm not doing much right now. I'm gonna get to Serb, trust me, I'm gonna get to Serb. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Okay, let me get all my Renars out. Or not Renars, prayer pots. Why am I typing like Renars? Streaming makes me so nervous. I can't do it. Oh, I almost forgot to take off my amulet. There you go. Give me a sec, I'm posting more stuff. Posting more stuff. We need some squid in the not safe for work section. There you go. Why did I just deposit them again? Like, you know what? I'm just gonna close Discord. I'm just gonna close Discord for now. I apologize. I'm closing it. Like, way too distracted. I just closed it out. Let me make my window bigger. There we go. All right, you guys ready for? You guys ready to see me get a primordial crystal? You guys ready for that? So, I usually take 7. Usually take 7 of these. Oh, that's right. I don't even have strength pots on me. It'll do for now. It'll do for now. Not gonna bring a defense one. I can't make super combats yet, so I like that. I like these names that are in the chat right now. Like, everything's distracting. I have way more than enough anglers, I know that. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait. Oh, man, I feel bad for everybody watching this. I'm just like, you know, I'm just gone, honestly. I can't even click properly. By the way, I swear I didn't drink before the stream, I swear. Watch I get there and I'm like forgetting something. I usually bring an anti-poison because of the spiders. Well, I don't bring it, I drink it beforehand and then I run over. That's right, I'm opening Discord again. I don't care. I don't care. That looks like a bot, to be fair. I mean, the name doesn't look like a bot name, but probably someone that just doesn't know what they're doing, I guess. That is so strange. Like, it can't possibly be an iron. Like, what the hell even is that? Like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't even have like the. It doesn't even have the onyx necklace. What is it called? The berserker necklace. I don't even use that like anywhere. So. I think I have my prayers set for this, so my quick prayer set up. Unrelated Instagram comments are unhinged as of late. That's funny. I don't use Instagram, so. I mean, most 2K total worlds are full, so should probably just go to a different one, to be fair. Don't ask me why, I just like a world where there's just nobody here. There we go. I'm reading Discord while I do this, by the way. I wouldn't be surprised if he summoned the ghost and I just didn't react in time. Separated this for time's convenience. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I don't know why I just tried to like... I like how I said I can do Serb properly just beforehand. I do want to point out that even off stream, I still miss the last ghost. I want to point that out. Like, I always miss the last ghost. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally click on that WebMU post and it just starts playing certain noises. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what I get for looking at the not safe for work section on the server, honestly. That's what I get. Alright, I'm closing out again. I'm closing Discord out again. the not safe for work is blessed. What do you mean? I'll look at it after a few KC here. Look at it after a few KC. It is a wonderful life. It is. I've been so busy with Deltarune that I can't Deltagoon, so... Like, I have to keep uploading those videos. It's hard to do that with, you know, while you're editing, you know. Is he gonna spew lava? His, like, HP looks really low. Oh yeah, I did it correctly that time. Nice. I don't know why I just overhealed, because, I mean, I thought I was going to take damage, but I didn't. I don't know why I just used a prayer pot there when I could have just, you know, got the KC. Streaming is very stressful. Coal. By the way, real talk. That sucks. Yeah, sorry to hear that. This one guy we knew was similar. He was taking a certain kind of medication, and you know. I think I just hit the wrong prayer. I mean, she understands, I'm sure, so. I don't know why I didn't activate the prayers there. It's one of those days. I mean, you know, maybe if you, maybe if she gets into like a Deltarune cosplay, you know what I mean? Maybe it would help. I like how the music stopped when I said that. Like, I'm trying not to heal too much considering I have like a Blood Fury on, but you know. Oh, I forgot to take my Crystal Halberd, actually. I usually take the Crystal Halberd here. Helps a lot. Oops, I'm gonna take 30 on the noggin. Dude, I'll never forget the, there was someone in a Rousei cosplay that was uploading himself online, right? And it was a certain kind of video, like, you know, not safe for work and stuff. And I wrote a comment, I'm like, nice, like, I forgot what I said. I'm like, this is awesome. This video is awesome, because, you know, he was, like, dressed up, but his, like, room was, like, an absolute wreck, right? He had, like, pizza boxes all over the place. And, you know, I'm not going to describe anybody on here, right? Me and my friends, like, okay, you know, we were getting a little wild in the Discord chat, talking about the video, right? I didn't expect this. The guy that made that video of him in the cosplay joined the Discord server, and he saw everything we were saying about it. I've never felt so bad before. I mean, he had a Birdly avatar, but, you know, if you're, like, he saw, like, we were saying certain things about, you know, the video, okay, the video. We were saying certain things. He's like, oh, so that's how you guys feel about me. And then I'm like, no, dude, we're not doing that. I'm like, you know, we didn't meet, like, we're just joking, dude, right? We're just joking, bro. And it was too late. He, like, left. I'm like, oh my, I've never felt so bad in my entire life. Like, I felt so damn bad. Wow, I ran out of food, actually. And, like, honestly, I really was just joking. You know, I didn't mean to hurt his feelings. I really was just joking around. Can't even look like I can't even spell. Look at that. Alright, I'm gonna go check the Discord again because I'm curious. I thought my jewelry box was missing for a sec. Alright, nobody's typing. Alright. I probably should have eaten something before the stream, honestly. Probably should have eaten before the stream. I mean, it's probably not gonna, I'm not gonna really live stream that much longer. I really wanted to make this a Mod North appreciation stream. So, you know, I said everything that I wanted to say about the politics that the other employees were trying to shove in the company before they got fired. And I talked about all that. So, you know, that's pretty much said what I wanted to say. So I won't spend too much time here. You know what, this will be the last trip I do, actually. So we're gonna go get Serb, one more trip of Serb. And let's see if Mod North will bless me with a primordial crystal. You're absolutely right, by the way, Milikov, you're right. Like, I'm sure my very close friends is like, you know, time stream, like, oh man, look how bad he did on that boss. Not in like a malicious way, but like, oh man, look how bad he's sucking right now. So it's a conversation topic. It's just a conversation topic. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Do I have any Keymaster teleports, actually? Ooh, Ooh, I have one. Now, normally I save this in case I die to the boss, but I'm just gonna head over. I forgot my crystal halberd again. Oops. But yeah, this will be the last trip, and I'm gonna end this stream. We streamed Deltron 1 hour for an hour before this, so. I mean, you know, doesn't really make much too sense. I'm trying to say I'm tired, which, yeah, I'm a little bit tired, but we streamed Deltron on when Chapter 3 and 4 released for 13 hours, I believe, 14 hours. I don't know what I'm doing. I shouldn't talk and be doing this at the same time. I just stood there and just tanked all that. Looks like this will be a fast trip. He's gonna spew right now. If I get a fourth smoldering stone, I'm gonna be upset. I'd like if the Blood Fury just procced right now and just, you know, healed me. Healed with a 7. Actually managed to hit the last one again. Or defend against the last one again, rather. I'm hoping he just doesn't summon and I get him fast here. Oh, never mind. Go ahead, spew the lava. The hell? What? I had full prayer, though. How did I get hit? I don't know what's going on anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna blame it on lag. Thank you for hitting 7s. Yeah, Blood Fury, you know, it's not helping too much today. I've been collecting the Hellhound heads a little bit. I'm gonna train prayer a little bit on the Dark Altar, but not too much. I've just been using the Chaos Altar in Wildy. Had a whole bunch of Dagonoth bones the other day. Not the other day. Whenever it was. That was actually a while back. Welcome back to the stream, Kaz. Hello. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing after the stream after I eat. You know, you got to build up that energy beforehand. Ow. Come on, get him before he summons, please. Please hit another 50. Please hit another 50. There we go. We can do one more. That it is a workout routine. You're right. I picture it more like, you know, it's like Buddhist meditation. You know. Alright, you know what? I'm probably not going to get this one. I'm going to try anyway. By the way, if you guys want me to actually stay on their trip, I'll consider it. But, oh, you know what? No. I'm taking too much damage. Never mind. Yeah, if you want me to do another trip, I will, I guess. But if you want me to end the stream, I will, I'll definitely end it because I want to. Getting a little bit tired. Again, we did like a 14-hour, 13-hour stream the other day, but I'll just set my inventory up for next time. Stop stealing Wolfie's thunder. You know what? Like, I am actually debating going back there, but maybe we'll just save it for another stream. Maybe we'll save it for another stream. Yeah, you said you wanted to stream actually. Here, I'll exit. I'm gonna exit the stream. I can use my Falador shield to restore that little bit of prayer, but I'm not even gonna bother. So, yep, I'll just end it off here. I appreciate you guys joining. We ended at 265 views. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 51 minutes, 18 seconds. I didn't expect it to be that long, actually. No, I'm too tired to stream. All right, well, I'm going to end it anyway because I'm tired as well. I'm not going to go to sleep or anything. I'll be in the Discord, so thanks for joining, PA Milkov, Petro. See you later. That was a really awesome stream, though. I love that one. I love this stream. Thank you to Limpy for being here. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Surfing Billy 96. Thank you, RKPCW. There was a few other people as well. Yeah, I think that was actually it. That was it. What is that, a box of spam? I can never tell what that is in the chat. But I'll see you guys around. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I was going to say something else. I don't remember, though. Whatever. Oh, yeah, thanks, Mod North. Thank the haters, too. They don't even deserve to have their names out there. They don't even respect their own names. Their support is always appreciated. Their support is actually appreciated, though. Like I said, them writing down that Chris is a they, them in the comments, like they spam that. Like they keep spamming over and over again, but you know, like I said, they got me a car with that. So with the revenue. I appreciate that. I appreciate them writing, saying like, talking bad about me, saying, talking about my Shinto or theory and stuff. They're giving me a lot of money. We actually just made $20 yesterday. Off. I'm not talking about YouTube, by the way. It's off YouTube. It's off YouTube. I don't mean YouTube. But yeah, I'm like I'm like Mod Reach, where he's like, allegedly did something, spawning a little bit, and then all of a sudden after he gets fired, shows off his new car, allegedly. But yeah, the money I said I made is off YouTube, by the way. Just want to point that out. I didn't make that on YouTube. But yeah, so I'll see you guys around. Farewell. Peace out.